my storage. Life is really about embracing change. I read all these books while I was a teenager. And I think the reason a lot of people have a hard time accepting change or embracing change or making a change in their life, whether it's a career, family, whatever it may be, is because people view change as the end of something. It's all in your perception. It's all how you look at the circumstances. It's definitely down memory lane here. So in my boxes, I found this. This is my notebook from when I was about 8 or 9. And my parents had hired a private tutor to teach me English in Iran. And this was the booklet that I used. What was the first word I learned? 2. Enunciation in Armenian and definition in Farsi. But what if we looked at change as a form of transition, as a form of sort of turning of the page to the next section of a book rather than finishing the book itself, or finishing or putting a period and ending something, or putting a period at the end of a sentence, right? What if we looked at change as a transition to something bigger and better? It's one thing to read it, it's a whole other thing to learn to practice it. It is really truly one of the books that taught me how to make sure that love was the intention behind everything and every decision I made in my life. And if you start from that place, then even if you're going through a change, it all turns out great. In many ways, bigger and better in ways that we can't even perceive or have an idea about. This was one of the books that in fact, it took me 5 years to get rid of my accent. And when I say rid, I mean clean it up and polish it in a way that was not distracting, in a way that allowed me to actually have the right inflection and the right tone and the right punch and the right, pause in sentences for broadcast. 5 years. In fact, it was one of the very first celebrities I interviewed, and whenever I've been in a situation where I've had to make change, as you can see, I've done it a lot. It's always been about having faith in knowing that whatever transition I'm going through is meant to take me someplace better. Faith. That's what it takes.